Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, how are we doing? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are from. Colorado blew that one. It's going to a shootout, Montreal, Colorado. I'm, sorry for being late, folks. Hopefully everyone had a good Saturday. Oh. Hopefully everybody's Saturday was okay. Unfortunately, no Draisaitl, no McDavid. So, hey, the lineups are chopped. Not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know what to expect tonight. I expect the Oilers to show up, I expect the Oilers to show out, and I expect the Oilers to win. That's what I expect. I expect effort. I'm going to be 100% with everybody. You know I'm that way. You know how I am. I expect effort. I expect a gritty performance by this team. Nothing more, nothing less than grit. I mean, come on. All right. The lines are eek. Defensive pairs are the same. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Defensive pairing's the same, but the forward lines are a little wonky. You got Podkolzin, Hopkins, Arvidsson, Perry, Henrique, Hyman, Skinner, Janmark, Brown, Jones, Derek Ryan, and Kapanen. Wait, what? Oof. Evening Epic. Don't adjust your sets. Podkolzin, Hopkins, Arvidsson, Perry, Henrique, Hyman, Skinner, Janmark, Brown. I also have another picture I'm going to show you guys. Diane hasn't seen this picture yet. Boom. What's on? Absolutely, it is a great thing. Also, here's a little ditty. Here's a little picture for you. The last time that we didn't have McDavid or Draisaitl in the lineup, a guy named Woes put this up. Rangers finally won. Yeah, they did. Big save by Montembeault. Check this picture out. The last time the Oilers did not have McDavid or Draisaitl available for selection. Hall, Lander, Eberle, Pouliot, Roy, Yakupov, Purcell, Henrique, Klinkhammer, Godzik, Pitlick, Fraser. Your defense, Klefbom, Schultz, Maruchin, Musial, Ali, Davidson. That is the last time the Oilers didn't have McDavid or Draisaitl available. And Colorado wins in the shootout. Congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche. You should have won that in regulation, but hey, your goalie let you down. Like I said, this goalie folds under pressure, folks. But don't take my word for it. Colorado's winning in a shootout, my friend. Right? Like, what a lineup that was. What a squad. Oh, what a squad that was for sure. Blackwood, you suck. I can't wait till you're bounced out in the first round of the playoffs, you bum. Sorry. I don't think Colorado's beating Dallas in a 7-game series. Why couldn't they win in regulation? Because they suck.
Thriller. Scott Oak, over to you at Rogers Place in Edmonton.
Game is just getting underway now.
Okay, Ron, the Oilers' post-formation skid has ended, but everything here is secondary to the health of the two superstars. Neither Leon Draisaitl nor Connor McDavid will play tonight, maybe not for a week or longer.
It's not a week or longer. Shut up. Like, I hate the announcers. A week or longer. Dumbasses, you realize the Oilers don't play for a week. And I'm sorry, Oiler fans, if you're panicking, stop. Stop panicking. There's no need for it. Don't add to the hysteria that is social media.
Stuart Skinner lost in overtime. Wrist shot off the rush taken by Janmark, fought off by Joey DeCord, looking for his first ever win against Edmonton. This has been a series dominated by the Oilers head-to-head.
Absolutely, the Oilers have dominated this series head-to-head.
Eberle will send it in deep. Ekholm recovers the puck for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins and Adam Henrique, the de facto top two centers for Chris Knobloch's club. Here's a
hey friends, how's it going?
Ekholm looking for a lane against Newman. It's been a revelation for the Seattle club. A one-timer by Ekholm and a save made by DeCord. Grabbed by Evan Bouchard. Spun off his
I have a jersey on tonight.
player out of the Arizona State program to advance to the NHL. Riker Evans promoted to the top 4 tonight in time.
A special jersey on tonight.
And he's big, Louie, and he still leads.
Unfortunately for me, the jersey is of a player that is playing tonight for the opposition.
The American Hockey League, just a real strong start for him, and gets his call up, has 2 goals in 5 games, and has been elevated for this one tonight versus Edmonton. Big kid that can shoot it.
Sent in deep. Henry coming off a game where he played more ice since any game since October. Nearly 17 and a half minutes, impactful. Chris Knobloch called it his best game of the year.
Moves around it, sniffing all game long, and especially once he was elevated.
Who is it? Number 14. If you recognize the jersey, you recognize the number.
Here's Ellie Tolvanen, who leads the Kraken this season with 21 goals. Taken by Brett Kulak. Edmonton.
It is an Eberle jersey.
Full health on the back ends.
Yeah, the Leafs lost to the Preds, Noah. They lost good
Goals, and McDavid once
to the
again top
Preds.
4 in points as the puck squirts out in front. Laid to rest by DeCord and some early
The reason why I'm wearing this jersey
John Hayden, no surprise he's in the mix.
is because this guy was in the lineup the last time we didn't have Draisaitl or McDavid. This guy was on a line. Oh yeah, he was drafted by the Oilers for sure. This guy was in the lineup the last time this team didn't have McDavid Draisaitl available. It was Hall, Center was Lander. Wing was Eberle. They didn't even have Hopkins that day. There was no Hopkins. Jeez, talk about an AHL squad. I'm just looking at it again. Like, I don't know if you guys missed the graphic I showed. I'll re-show it in the first commercial break. But yeah, wow. He wasn't in the lineup apparently. Yeah, that was yeah, that was one guy I'm kind of upset that they let go of. I'm happy for him though. He's doing well in Seattle. That was a trip by the Oiler player, got away with it. Derek Ryan got away with a trip. I mean, you're not the only one, man. I think we put too much expectation on 3 18-year-olds. Not this game, though. He wasn't playing this game. He was hurt. Here, I'll re-show you the lines here.
Shane Wright got off to a slow start this year. His first full campaign in the NHL.
Nuge was drafted in 2011, yeah.
Over the last 3 months. Jaden Schwartz sends it in. Skinner nearly stripped.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man. Like, just watching all the games I've watched today. I watched the Vancouver Canucks get wasted by the Rangers. I watched the Flames. Oh, shoot, what a shot. Jeff Skinner. Oh, I thought that went in. Clefbaum was drafted, but I believe Hopkins was hurt this lineup. Yeah. When you see the lineup, Renegade, you tell me how amazing this team could have been. 4 shots to 1 for the Oilers. Nothing score. 15 minutes left to go in the first period. Everybody, I have update news on Northern. She's at the game tonight. Nuge is very close friends with Clefbaum and Justin Schultz. That's why I'm surprised Nuge is still here. Epic, that's awesome. Hopkins needs to take that shot. You're the point man now tonight, Hopkins. You're the go-to shooter tonight. You can't be passing up opportunities. You are the go-to shooter. I do have a poster right behind me of Nuge, Eberle, Hall. The Tree Amigos, as we called them here. Yeah, she's okay. Absolutely. She was in the hospital, but she's out now and at the hockey game. We passed along the message that we missed her and we've been talking about her, and she says thank you guys. You guys are all awesome. You're not wrong. This is the time for Nuge to step up. Absolutely, this is the time. What a play.
And up the gut, he finds his man Jones. Cuts inside. Jones started the year in Boston. Got injured and never really found
yeah.
Spending the bulk of the campaign down.
Times have definitely changed. I think Yakupov was a blunder draft, though. I don't think the Oilers should have drafted Yakupov. As far as blunder drafts, Yakupov was the biggest one. I would have been okay with Puljujarvi. The Puljujarvi draft didn't bother me because he still could have been something. He just had to get out of his own way. But Yakupov,
That second one, he sent it.
We should have went for a defenseman that year, not a forward.
Just got it through to Jeff Skinner. 2 goals he scored.
I think if you went with Murray instead of Yakupov, we could have had a team.
Tour jumps up. Had a nice year.
Because we had the 3 studs at forward in Hall, Eberle, and Hopkins.
High and top 4 in the league.
And we had Clefbaum. You put Murray with Clefbaum, and then you've got Ben Scrivens.
Settled by the court. Montour, nifty play out to Schwartz.
Yep.
Lead pass, Eberle comes up with it. Eberle to the net. Drag move, center.
Oh my gosh, what a play by Eberle. Thankfully it was sent wide, but again, 11 minutes left to go in the first period. No whistles. Shots are 4-1.
Beautiful move. Then a sweet little backhand sauce pass that just eludes Wright, who's been really hot for the Kraken.
Well, it's not only that, but they got Draisaitl at number 3.
Point just one of his first 18 games, but has really come on.
Yeah, he did.
Well defended by Harris.
Yakupov didn't want to play in the NHL.
Behind the net, picked up by
He wanted the NHL money,
You've got
but he didn't want to do the NHL work.
turning and spinning, and that shot poked away by Wallman. Ayers digging in against Matty Beniers. Nugent Hopkins guides it over to Pickles.
Wow.
They really found a home with this man, Victor Arvidsson, on the line.
You would have went with Riley? Morgan Riley that year instead of Murray?
Inside Wallman, centering pass, and Newman couldn't get a shot away, and neither could Beniers.
You would have went and drafted Riley way up, eh?
Slot Jack, sorry, and Newman's a
You wouldn't have gone wrong with that either, to be honest with you.
And you saw it right there with that opportunity as icing is the call. Chances at both ends here, and for Edmonton, this is the pass I was talking about. Instantly right on the tape of Skinner, right in front of me between the benches. And he makes a pretty quick move. It gets to Cord to go down, had some light of day above him. And then Jordan Eberle with a nice slick move around the sprawled nurse and just missing right with that one. He was a little bit disturbed in the backtrack, and that shake of the head says it all. He knows that was a dynamic, great opportunity early in this game. Those have been going in for him.
4th overall pick in 2022. Louis, as you'll remember, there was some thought he might go.
Here, I'll show you the quick
goal.
picture right quick.
It's done.
That was the lineup that night with no McDavid, no Draisaitl. The last time there was no McDavid or Draisaitl in the lineup. That was your lineup. Hall, Lander, Eberle, Pouliot, Roy, Yakupov, Purcell, Hendricks, Klinkhammer. Wow.
This is his first full season that he's played
That's
in the
insane.
NHL, and he's really taken off in the second half. And he said that's just for putting the work in, believing, and his confidence is blossoming a little bit. You know, it takes some time to dig into this league. It's a tough league.
Oops. So how it works is they calculate
It's off to Henry.
out of 1,000 games which team would win more often based on puck possession, power play time, zone possession, hits, shots on goal, and saves. And I'm going to check to make sure it's updated because, you know, they don't really like to update things.
Healed it wide. He has had 2 tremendous looks and failed to hit the net. Eberle in tight. Tolvin in a shot. That was blocked by Matthias Ekholm. What an opportunity for Wright, and he just flubbed it. Trying to get it inside to Eberle. Hoisted back the other way by Bouchard.
It was a perfect pass by Tolman.
I'm also going to try and get it so you guys can see the rink.
Shane Wright smashing the door closed because that's 2 chances for him in this game. I think he had the right idea trying to go across the grain, far side.
There, so you guys can see the shots added as they happen as well. So that's how they base everything on. But thank you, Jason. I appreciate you coming here.
Hayden able to pull it free. Oh, and a collision.
I seen it on Money Puck, and I was like, that is really interesting.
Schwartz.
I don't follow anything else on Money Puck because I don't believe in the analytics.
The last couple of years.
Shots above expected, saves above expected, goals above expected. To me, that's just jargon.
He'll be heard from tonight, that's for sure. Mahura.
You're not wrong, Epic. You're not wrong.
He's going to make you know that he's there, that's for sure.
That was a rough draft.
Alexiak trying to center, and that caromed off a body.
That's also the draft year where the 6th round draft pick
Rapidly moving.
never made the NHL. All the 6th round draft picks didn't play that have never played an NHL game.
Done in about 45 minutes.
Shots are 3-4 for the Oilers. Nothing score. 8.5 left to go in the first period. shot. Save made. Connor Brown, nice shot there. I know why Jeff Skinner's playing. Oh, Brown was trying to do the frickin' lacrosse move. He was trying to do the Michi. Never do the Michigan, guys. That's disrespectful.
And now Bouchard to reset.
No, you're not wrong. Like, the reason why I don't like advanced stats is because they change. They work in baseball. Like, don't get me wrong. Advanced metrics work in one-on-one sports, like tennis and baseball and stuff like that. But team sports, just so much can go wrong. Power play coming up for the Oilers. Can't go wrong. Can't be upset about that.
7:22 to go in the first period.
Me as a goalie, I'm going to look at the advanced metrics. Oh, a player likes to shoot blocker. Or as a player, more specifically, I'm going to see the tendency of a goalie. Oh, the goalie makes really clean glove saves. The goalie's hard to beat blocker side. Well, guess what I'm going to do if I'm a player and I know the goalie's tendencies? I'm going to go against the norm. Just like if I'm a goalie and I know player likes to go glove side, I'm going to cheat to make him go glove side. Vice versa. Like, as soon as I know what your tendencies are or you know what my tendencies are, I'm going to change what my tendencies are. If there's a book on me, and there was a book on me when I played hockey, I like to do one move only, and hope to God that my forehand, backhand, deke worked and I went short side. Now, you play a team over and over and over. They realize you've got one move. They learn. So, when I found out they learned my one move, I learned another move. Instead of going forehand, backhand, I just kept it to my backhand and shot far side. But that's why the analytics and stuff, they work to a degree. But I'm all about the eye test. I am all about the eye test. What I love, though, is when the analytics match the eye test. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What a pickup, eh? Like, what a pickup. Vasilevsky got just bolted in that lineup. No pun intended. Like, what a great pickup by Tampa. Shot clock is frozen.
Yeah, just it came down a little aggressively on that stick of
Probably.
Hopkins after the turnover. Arvidsson picked it off. First power play to Edmonton.
Wouldn't surprise me. Everything seems frozen on money pucks sometimes. Yeah, let's see how this power play works without the two of them.
The draw one, but it squirts outside. So this new look power play, Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, Arvidsson, Bouchard.
Wow, he definitely worked out, eh?
Jeff Skinner hovering at the point as Arvidsson instead goes right.
Shots are 7-3, 6:50 left to go in the first period. Oilers are on the first power play, and Bouchard can't hold his own.
Nugent Hopkins and Hyman each have 6 power play goals. Seattle protects its line well, and it's Tolvanen with a spinning clear.
I laugh about that, Renegade. I laugh about it because it's comical to me.
Skinner leaves for Bouchard.
It's comical to me that he keeps coming at me like, I can't do anything about you, dude, because you have a fake profile with a fake name. He's like one of those Antifa people who wear masks in a protest. I stand up for this, but you're not allowed to see my face. Why? If you stand for it, show us who you are. If that's what you stand for, that's what you believe in full-heartedly, 100% go at it. That's what I see when I see people with fake names and fake avatars and profiles. Like, cool. I'm arguing with a fake person. But good for St. Louis. You're going to be there for 24 hours. And you're not even there now because it's been updated. Calgary's now there. Calgary's in 8th. St. Louis is in 9th. Vancouver's in 10th. Scores! Adam Henrique! Woo! Power play goal for the Rico. Uno nothing Oilers. 9th of the year, first goal in 3 weeks.
Multiple seasons, 20-plus goals. In a different kind of role this year.
Nurse gets the assist. And Ekholm.
Here's James Schwartz swarmed under in the corner. The Oilers' second unit scores
1-0, the Edmonton Oilers.
It's done for Seattle up the right.
Yeah, Adam Henry. And there's a power play coming up for the Seattle Kraken.
Going against it.
Hey, can't do that.
James Schwartz went down in a heap. And the Oilers, who just
Penalty's a penalty's a penalty, guys.
will have to kill one on the part of the Seattle Kraken. Adam Henry puts the Oilers on the board.
So like I was saying, I have no ill will towards Broberg or Holloway. But let's be completely honest and completely frank. The Oilers are a better team without them. They're just better. I don't care. They're in a higher position than they were last year with them. They're going to do better without them in the playoffs. Broberg was going to be an AHL defenseman, maybe a third pair with the Oilers. Holloway was a third-line player, never going to see power play time. Used on the PK, used as a third-line guy. Sparingly used as Draisaitl's wing on the second line. They weren't going to get the play time, and they were not going to get the points they were putting up in St. Louis. St. Louis is not a playoff team. They are not a threat to the Oilers. They are not good. And my thing with Broberg and Holloway is great. They're having amazing seasons this year. But let's talk next season. Let's talk next March about Broberg and Holloway. Where will they be? Holloway will be back to his third-line role, and Broberg will be back to the bottom six, fighting to stay in the NHL playoffs, NHL roster. And St. Louis will be back where they are, 9th, 10th, 11th, fighting for a playoff spot. You know what I mean? They got their money. And for Oiler fans that don't understand, well, we could have offered. The Oilers did. I agree. I wish I didn't have to talk about him, Giannis. I wish I didn't have to talk about him. If you saw my DMs and you saw my TikTok DMs and my Facebook DMs, you'd understand why I talk about him. If you saw the comments that I get on every video I make, Giannis, this one guy comments about the Blues every time. It's kind of gotten to the point where I feel like I got a fanboy. I love it though. Hey, every comment helps this channel out, and I've said that to a lot of people. You can comment negatively. I don't care. Be negative on my comment section. I don't care. I don't block you. I don't ban you. I will never erase anything you say towards me or the Oilers on the comment section.
Henrique and Nugent-Hopkins will see some additional minutes tonight with the injuries to McDavid and Draisaitl.
It's freedom of speech, man. You guys are all free to say what you want to say. I'm allowed to say what I want to say. You guys are absolutely allowed to say what you want to say. I may not agree with it, and you may not agree with everything I say. That's why opinions are so great. No, don't let him walk. Skinner again makes the first 2 saves, and nobody covering the third guy coming in. That seems to be a theme with this Oiler team. Skinner makes the first 3 saves. Nobody comes in to help him out.
Look how quick he got that one away in the slot. All 3 points that he's had in 6 games that he's played in the NHL have been on the power play. 2 power play goals, and now he'll get an assist on this one here. After the entry, nice kick up to the skate. This shot right here. This kid loves shooting the puck, and then just funneled to the net. The puck not handled in the blue paint. And Kako just gets there at the right time and pops right out to him and gets a gift and taps that one home to tie this game 1-1. Good job by the Nears to drive through the middle, get a little chop on that puck secondly, and then Kako finishes it off.
That was actually the key, Louis, because not only did he get another shot away, but he also took some Oilers with him, allowing Kako to be unfettered. Shot in by Riker Evans, so it'll be Kako.
Forward not doing his job again. How many times are we going to say that on the PK and 5-on-5? The forward coming back checking is just lazy. The Oilers forwards are lazy back checkers. I guess Skinner could have just stayed taller.
Dropping it back for Stetcher, takes it to the hole and tried to go nameplate.
You know what I mean? I guess Skinner could have stayed wider, made the first 2 saves easier on himself, but
Got tied up, little pick play by Brown, but Jeff Skinner squeezed off the puck.
I don't know.
Larson. Tolman fired a dart through the middle, eventually grabbed by John Hayden. Forced down wide, rushed through Brett Kulak, and then kicks it back. Vince Dunn. Cartier. Larson a shot, and a save made by Stuart Skinner with 3 minutes to go in this.
oh yeah, the PK's over. They got scored on. I can get rid of that button.
Henrique first up for Edmonton.
1-1's the score. Both goals on the power play. I don't know what to say, guys. Oilers got to be better at. Oilers forwards just got to be better at the trailer. They've really got to be better with recognition, man. You're killing a penalty. Take a body. Take a man. No, your back is to the. I guess that's the most frustrating thing, is their back is always to the plate. They're always looking at Skinner. Why are you looking at your goalie when the play is behind you? You're not helping anybody by facing your goalie. Hey, what are we doing for supper tonight? Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing? Okay, well, I'll have my wife call your wife. I'll have my kids get in touch with your kids. Like, no. Find the puck, find a man. Good Lord. But, hey, good thing it's 1-1, and it's early in a hockey game. Nothing to get upset about, nothing to get worked up about. Both teams are 1 for 1 on the power play. That may be what this game comes down to. Power plays. I'm sure Instagram right now is just ripping Skinner apart for no reason at all. But he's our scapegoat, guys. He's the one we blame for everything going wrong. You're not wrong. It would be cool to see 7 Canadian teams make the playoffs. Unfortunately, I don't see anybody catching Minnesota in the West. All the teams in the East and Canada teams are making the playoffs. Sorry for the Ranger fan in here, but I just do not see Vancouver or Calgary jumping Minnesota. I mean, it'd be cool to see all 7 teams, but then you've got all 4 teams playing against each other round 1 in the West. Because you're going to have the Jets play one team and you're going to have the Oilers play the other. So no matter what, you're going to have 2 Canadian teams out.
Seattle's credit, essentially playing out the string. Their answer on the power play as well. Kako knifed home a rebound.
Also, in case you guys didn't know, the NHL is trying to expand to 34 teams and then 36 teams. And none of them are coming to Canada. Yes, you heard that correctly. It happens. 2 power play goals. Not worried.
So the Oilers with new life here. Bouchard, lobbing a shot. That was redirected, clattered off the boards. Henrique does well to hold the zone. Kapanen tried to backhand it in tight. Bouchard kept it alive. And then Jones had it stripped by Everly, who drops it off to Vince Dunn. Adam Larson.
No, Atlanta's not coming back. 1.5 left to go in the first period. 1-1 game. Shots are 8-7 for the Oilers.
Tucked it inside and Cartier saw it picked off by Nurse. Ahead for Zach Hyman. Alexiak is able to fish it out from Ahura down the right hand side. Stetcher able to cut it off and inadvertently put it into the Oiler bench.
From what I have been told and from what sources are saying, teams are going to be Houston, New Orleans, Phoenix, and sounding like another team in the Midwest. Do I think both or neither are coming back against Dallas? Both will be back against Dallas, depending on the severity of their injuries. From what I've been gathering, they're not hurt enough to miss more than a week. But it will also depend on how this game goes. There's a lot of factors coming into Wednesday's game. How do I feel about the Leafs? Oh yes, Kansas City. That's the other one. My bad, Renegade. Yeah, you're right. It is Kansas City. Kansas City, Phoenix, Houston, New Orleans. I personally don't like it. I think there should be a team in Canada before there's a team back in Arizona, but Gary loves the Arizona weather. I don't want any more teams in the NHL, even if they were coming to Canada. I think it won't be a Canadian team. I don't want any more teams in the NHL. The product is already diluted enough. 1-1 after 1, shots are 10-10. We got 2 even teams. Like, honestly, the product is diluted enough. Even expanding to 34. It's way too diluted. But that's what Gary wants, right? Yeah, Kansas City Scouts way back in the day. So anyways, as I was saying, McDavid and Draisaitl injuries are going to be based on 2 factors. Factor 1, the outcome of this game. The Oilers win this game, they have a little bit of a cushion and can kind of rest McDavid Draisaitl. And the outcome of the LA game on Sunday and the LA game on Tuesday. If LA wins both those games, the Oilers will be, depending on the outcome of this game, let's say worst case scenario, the Oilers lose this game today. I do Webcast NHL or NHL Webcasts. I think that's what they call themselves. So let's play the bad card. Let's play the Matthew, you don't like the Oilers anymore. You just want to see them lose card. Because as of right now, the standings are in the Pacific Division, Vegas has 85, LA has 85 with 1 game in hand on the Oilers, and the Oilers have 85. Okay, so let's say the Oilers lose this, they stay 85, and now they've played 2 more games in LA. LA plays tomorrow, they win, they have 87. LA plays again on Tuesday, they win, they now have 89. They have 89, Oilers have 85. You bet your ass McDavid Draisaitl will play Wednesday. Now, flip side, Oilers win today. They have 87, LA stays at 85. LA loses tomorrow, and LA loses on Tuesday. Oilers have 87 still, LA has 85. You won't see McDavid Draisaitl on Wednesday. Because we'll still have that cushion, right? We'll still be second place, regardless of how Vegas does. We'll still be behind Vegas. So depending on what happens tonight, and depending on what happens with LA the next 2 games they play, will depend if McDavid Draisaitl are healthy enough to play. I hope that answers some of your guys' questions. No, not membership for it at all. Let's see if I'm allowed to share the link. Just a second. Did they change the name of their website? No, they did not, of course. I wish I had Diane here with my laptop, because I'd be able to get it for you right away. Anyways, out of town scoreboard, and I'll get you that link. A lot of happening. But I'm not worried about the Wild. The Wild has no impact on the Oilers at all. The Wild could have 10 extra points more than the Oilers or the Kings, and they'll still be wild card number 1. Just because the way the NHL standings are, because they're the central team, they have to be above Dallas or Colorado to impact the Oilers. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that you have to have top 3 teams in each division be the top 3. You can't have... Thank you, appreciate you, love you so much. See, she loves me. She may not admit it, but she loves me. That's why I don't really worry about what the Central does after the top spot, because it has no bearing on what we do. We don't face them till round 3 of the playoffs. So anyways, out of town scoreboard, the Golden Knights 5, the Red Wings 3 in the 3rd period. 1-1 after 1, Kraken Oilers. Nothing, Bruins Sharks. 13 minutes left in the 1st period. 5-3 final, Rangers over the Canucks. 3-2 overtime, Stars over the Flyers. 4-1 Minnesota over the Sabres. The Blues 4, the Blackhawks 1. The Flames 4, the Islanders 3 in overtime. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you so much. The Kings 7, the Hurricanes 2. The Capitals 6, the Panthers 3. The Utah Hockey Club 6, the Lightning 4. Colorado 5, Canadians 4 in overtime. 3-2 Senators over the Devils, and 5-2 the Leafs over the Predators over the Leafs. Almost messed that one up completely for you guys. Hello. My name is Earl. How you doing?
So yes, Northern sent me a message. He's missing an article of clothing.
Who's missing an article of clothing?
You were.
Oh, I was. Yeah, well, it was a backup goalie for Carolina. They played tomorrow, and the Kings played their starter. So I hope they got the whooping on the Carolina team. But yeah, that don't matter, right? You should still win with your backup. The Oilers win with a backup every game, according to fans of this fan base and fans that don't like the Oilers. The Oilers have a backup goalie every game, and we win. That's a joke. That's a joke. Please don't hurt me. So, you guys remember that I had the standings, like the upcoming games in February. Do you remember what I put for my record? Do you guys remember? Probably not. Probably not. So, it was the other day I was watching like 5 games on it. Holy smokes. I really do close a lot of pages. Another one bites the dust. Let me know if this works for you guys. You're going to start something? Don't start nothing I can't finish. It's called NHLWebcast.com. I don't know if you guys can... Oh, of course you can't see. Nope. I won't let you see it. Cool. But yeah, that's what it is. Right now there's just 3 games. Wings, Knights, Kraken, Oilers, Bruins, Sharks. And you can watch the away. Like sometimes I'll watch the away broadcasts. Well, anyways. So I predicted go Rangers. For sure. You just saw the highlights, eh? I predicted that they'd go 7-4. Well, they went 6-4-1. It's kind of close, right? Kind of close. For the upcoming schedules, from now until the end of the year, I have them going 10-3. Now, this was written before McDavid got hurt and Draisaitl got hurt. So, might change, might not. But yes, this was written before Draisaitl and McDavid got hurt. I thought they had a pretty good chance of going 10-3. Who knows? I mean, I would settle for 8-5. What's my opinion on the Leafs? Great regular season team. I would almost say they're built for the regular season. Amazing regular seasons, but can't do it in the playoffs. It's almost like when the players are done being paid, they don't show up. They don't care. That is my honest opinion. I honestly feel like there's some players on some teams that as soon as the playoffs show up, they stop playing because they stop getting paid. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. In the playoffs, players don't get paid. Teams get paid per round, and how far you go, you get bonuses. But just by making the playoffs and playing playoff games, you don't get paid per game. I mean, that don't feel bad for them. Every 2 weeks. Cool. Happy to hear that. So anybody that wants to watch any game, there's a website for you. What about the Thrashers or the Renegade? You're awesome. Again, who do I think is going to win the Stanley Cup? In all honesty, and this isn't just me being a homer, I honestly think the Oilers have the best chance to win the Stanley Cup. Yeah, first round exit again sounds about right, Noah. As far as the Jets go, it will all depend on how Hellebuyck goes. And that is the one caveat I have about the Jets. They have gamers. The Jets have gamers in their lineup that play hard. I would honestly say the biggest obstacle the Oilers have en route to a cup is the Winnipeg Jets. They've got gamers that play hard, that play physical, that can still score. It's all going to come down to Hellebuyck. You're not wrong about that, Jay. You're not wrong about that. It is always based on officiating in the playoffs. For better or worse, it sucks. That's why part of me wishes we kind of had AI reffing. But I understand it. I get it. I'm not mad about it. But yeah. No, like, the Jets will go as far as Hellebuyck is willing to take them. And the fact that he plays 70 games a year, that hurts him in the playoffs. I wish the Jets would realize that you don't need to play your goalie 70 games a year to be a winning team. And I think this year more than any other year, they've really leaned on him heavily this year to be as good as they are. JT Miller did score against the Canucks empty netter, but they all count according to Ovechkin. That was also a debate that we had in my inner circle. How would you feel if Ovechkin's goal to break Wayne Gretzky's record was a 6-3 empty net goal? Because the team pulled their goalie down by 2, got scored on. So you're down by 1, you pull your goalie, you get scored on. And then because you know Ovi's on the ice, you pull your goalie again. Just so Ovi can break the record. You can't really say that, Jay, and I think we will. With the addition of Trent Friedrich and the addition of Kane coming, I think you're going to see a better PK unit in the playoffs. I will say what hurt the Oilers is losing Fogle and losing McLeod. Like, those are two players that hurt the Oilers because they were PK guys. That was your two second line penalty kill. Fogle, McLeod. And choose, I think it was Fogle, McLeod, CC, and Kulak was your second unit your second unit PK. Your first unit PK was Nurse. I think it was Nurse, Ekholm, Hopkins, and Brown was your first unit. So when you lose a lot of pieces to your PK, guys that don't usually PK have to PK. No offense to Janmark. I love the kid to death, but he's not a natural penalty killer. Who knows? I'm hoping Trent Friedrich. You think the Blues? I don't think the Blues make the playoffs. They've played too many games. The Flames have too many games in hand on them. That, like, again, I could be wrong, and hey, if I'm wrong, I'll donate some money to the children's charity and children's hospital in St. Louis. I don't think they have the horses, and I don't think they have the goaltending to make the playoffs. They've played too many games where teams behind them haven't played as much. And that's what's hurting the Oilers against LA right now. Thankfully, the Oilers have these big break right now. Like, thankfully, the Oilers have this big break right now. So they will have the teams behind them, excuse me, that have games at hand, play their games. Binnington is good, but he's not that good. Like right now, St. Louis has 71 games played. Calgary has 69. Utah has 70. Vancouver has 70. Anaheim has 69. Like, yeah, you have 79 points, but you have 71 games played. Whereas Calgary has 77 points with 2 games less played than you do. That's why I think Calgary or Vancouver can jump the gun there over St. Louis. I don't think anybody's catching Minnesota for the first wild card. They have 85 points in 70 games played. Like, Colorado and St. Louis have the most games played at 71. If that helps you at all. And that's why that's what, well, just like you, that's just like the Rangers, right? They have 71 games played. So why do we feel like St. Louis can make it, but the Rangers can't? When the Rangers have 2 games ahead of Montreal and Ottawa. See, like, why can the Rangers not make it, but St. Louis can? I would argue the teams fighting for St. Louis are better than teams fighting with the Rangers. If the Rangers could come up clutch and just win 5 of the next 7 games, I love that jersey behind the bench. No. I don't think they're going to lose 2 straight. I think they're going to come out of the break playing pretty good hockey. Hello, Trucker. How you doing? Yeah, no, they're definitely not giving... Well, all the play's been in Edmonton for the most part. That's what I mean. Like, I have faith they're going to come out better. Friedrich is going to be healthy. He's going to be playing. Honestly, tonight is Seattle, and then Wednesday's Dallas, and then Seattle is on the 27th the night after. Then Calgary, Vegas, San Jose, LA, Anaheim, St. Louis, San Jose, Winnipeg, LA, San Jose. I have us losing to Dallas on the 26th, and then going on a 6-game heater, losing to St. Louis, winning 2, losing to LA, and beating San Jose to take over the final playoffs, the Pacific Division title. April 16th against the Sharks in Edmonton. Final game of the year. Nobody else plays after us. We're the final start time. We're the final game. We know we win it. We get the division. That's just how I envision things. But I'm a believer in this hockey team, so I'm just a wackadoo. As they say, never trust a full wackadoo, right? Shots are 11-11. Power play coming up for Seattle again, because of course not. No, Canucks are not shot at all. What a joke. That's a hook? You're going to call that? Kind of weak, but okay. Don't stick your stick where you won't stick your penis. This penalty kill has been pretty good, though. First time it got scored on in 7 games. Also, just a little note to selves. Skinner wasn't mad at the fact that he got taken out of the game. He was mad at the time he got taken out of the game. Had the refs done their job and blown the play dead when he got hit because his own defenseman pushed him into him, he would have been able to come back and finish the game out. But because 3 minutes went off the clock, he was unable to return. So that was a boo-boo by the NHL officiating. Whoa, what are you doing up? No, absolutely. If that's a penalty, that should be a normal call in the NHL moving forward. .59 seconds left to go on the power play for the Seattle Kraken. 17-11 left to go in the second period. Shots are 13-12 for the Kraken. 1-1 is the score. So far, no good for the Seattle power play, but it only takes one shot. Ten seconds left to go in the power play. Killed. Scores! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. We were saying Nuge had to have himself a good game. There it is.
This is the third time that's out of the zone. First two times are denied by good defensive play. This time it's Nugent-Hopkins up the ice. He likes to shoot, and he gets a little bit of a lucky bounce on the deflection. That's why you shoot the puck. Heads up, heads up. He knows he's got trailers coming, but he never really looks at the court. Just zips this puck, and because he gets it away quickly, it's Montour stick that's in there that flies off of that puck that's way up over the top of the blocker shoulder of the court. 2-1 Edmonton.
Assisted by Darnell Nurse and Kapanen. Whoo. Right, me too, man. Me too. Nuge and Stu. What a save by Stuart Skinner. Stu. I love the Jumbotron when Stuart Skinner makes a big save. And another huge save by Skinner. If you guys are wondering why... Oh, it seems sketchy to you? I use it. I watch it while I'm watching this. I don't mind it, man. Sorry, Joe. I wish NHL 66 was around too. Next year, I'm going to get a NordVPN so I can get ESPN Plus. You think the meter needs to refresh? I'll refresh it here. Honestly, like, I'm going to do all I can to get a NordVPN and get ESPN Plus so I can watch a lot of the hockey games. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I hate the fact that we have to pay to watch hockey. It's starting to go up now. What guy gets more hate than he gets credit for? There you guys go. Let's see if they refreshed it. Yeah, see, I got cable. Honestly, that is one thing that I will never do is go straight to streaming. I love the fact that I can record live TV, pause live TV, and just come as it goes. You know what I mean? Is CBC live on Amazon? Oh, Jotes. CBC.ca. That's why I think cable's here to stay, guys. As much as people get pissed off about paying the high cable bill, I'd rather pay a high cable bill than Disney Plus, Amazon, Netflix, Sportsnet Plus, TSN Plus. So all those combined, now what I was paying for cable, I'm paying for all that garbage. But there again, good night. Are you able to pause? Are you able to record? Are you able to come back a day later and watch those things? Yes. Go to cbc.ca. You should be able to watch Saturday Night Hockey. I believe that is what my buddy does up when he's camping and he's not able to watch Hockey Night in Canada. He watches cbc.ca. Hopefully that works for you, buddy. I'm trying here. I'm really going to try for you guys. But I have a picture here. You guys have probably seen the picture before if you've been here before. So this was taken at the Jumbotron when Stuart Skinner makes a big save. His picture comes up, and it says, Stu! I just put his graphic there over top of the gameplay page save that he makes. I love it. I miss going to Rogers Place. I absolutely miss going to Rogers Place. I haven't been there all year. I probably won't be there till next season, but that's okay. Oh, yeah. No. See, I pay for Disney Plus and Netflix because I got kids. And that Disney Plus comes in handy.
One remaining game between the Oilers and Golden Knights on April 1st.
And, well, Netflix because I love movies. But other than that, I don't have a streaming service myself. I don't do Sportsnet Plus. I don't do TSN Plus.
It's the longest drought in the four major professional sports between division titles. Of course,
isn't this his only third one? I believe this is his second team or third team. I could be wrong about that. Let me double check that for you, Trucker. Good question. Breakaway Seattle. Of course, it's a goal. Nothing Skinner can do when the defense isn't there. Fucking Oiler defense, man.
Which looked like opportunities. Here's this one, nice stick here by Montour, deflects that one away. This pass picked off by Capo Caco. Eventually is a recipient of a nice outlet pass, and he makes short work of the backhand on the quick play. Just a good job to get in front of that one. The pass up the ice right on the tape from Mahura. And he buries this one on the breakaway. Just a little flare. The paddle opens it up and goes around the left pad of Skinner and jams it home to tie the game.
Shoveled in. With Colson. Lifted it over. Smacked down by Newman. All of a a sudden has discovered his playmaking ability tonight with that tape to taper.
Brutal giveaway.
You've got Nicholson.
Brutal giveaway.
With both. And we are tied. Is Edmonton going to be guilty of an icing?
Oh, some Monday hockey nights. Okay.
I thought it was Mahura 28. It was Newman with his second NHL assist, 38. So thanks for clearing that up out of the zone. And here's another look. It was 3 sticks in the defensive zone. That was the last one. Newman finds Capo Caco. He's been elevated up on that line, and for good reason. That's now 4 points in 6 games for Newman.
Yeah, this is his 3rd team.
In his first stint
We traded him to New York.
Capo Caco, having a pretty darn good game.
And
A
then
couple goals.
New York.
Underrated aspect of that
And he
for
signed in
me
Seattle.
was handling the pass on the backhand, because that wasn't
I don't
just
get
a-
Bouchard, man. Like, the high is the high, and the low is the low.
So easily. And then the finish was well handled by the man who, of course, was drafted 2nd overall by the Rangers.
I don't think you're alone there, Epic.
2019. Well, we talked about the Junos.
I don't
We got
think you're alone there.
performances From Michael Bublé, Josh Ross, Sum 41. It's all live Sunday, March the 30th.
You're not
6
wrong.
Eastern on CBC.
You're not wrong, Dennis. Right when you want him to be the best you can be,
Well, no pun
he doesn't show up.
The 2 Finns connect on that one.
There you go.
Newman to Caco in his 8th 2-goal game. He's never had a hat trick, Capo Caco. So, but it's
Of course, Louis. He's never had a hat trick, Caco Caco. Guess what? He's primed to get one tonight.
Finishes the breakaway.
2 goals tonight, 13 for the year. New life in Seattle. Here's Darnell Nurse weaving to his left. To the net. Knocked off Edmonton.
Isn't that a penalty, though?
A sneaky
Wow.
good save on that wrist shot. That
Dunn got away with a cross check there.
Yeah, good move by Nurse. It looked like he wanted to put
Done
this
gone,
one
done
in
it.
the net, but he elects to come back to the middle. And it just
Ooh, Nurse
leads
just
on
fell.
to
My
the
bad.
does
Not a
nice
penalty at
job
all.
to get that
Good
cross
play
check.
by
It
Dunn.
wasn't really a cross
Good
check.
defensive play by Dunn there.
No penalty on the play. And he still gets the shot away, Nurse, as he's going down. A tricky one that DeCord has to handle. But good activation by Darnell.
Right, Barbershop? Like,
going over
just-
a couple plays.
Shut up, Louis. Like,
There's a guy that got up the ice in a hurry.
with no apologies. Here's Mahura.
he closed his hand on the puck and passed it. Wow, talk about
Cleared by Asimon.
an illegal maneuver.
By Kulak. No surprise, Seattle's able to rally twice. They do have 19 come from behind victories this year. That's 3rd in the league.
What do you mean, are you surprised Seattle's been able to come back twice? No.
They've done a reasonably good job.
Scored on a power play and they got scored on a breakaway.
Here's Ty Cartier cutting to his left.
Holy cherry pick.
Side by Stuart Skinner. Rebound thrown in front.
Big save by Stuart Skinner again.
By Skinner against Cartier with Hayden in the vicinity as well. Battling through was Asimon. Fourth line has been noticeable tonight for Seattle. Shot from distance deflected up on the plexi. And that's snared by Kulak. Advanced through to Jeff Skinner.
Is it me or does every team cherry pick against the Oilers?
Brown, Yanmark in hot pursuit. Evans will leave it for Montour. As we approach the midway point of this hockey game, tied at 2. Hayden
Yeah, I feel you, Janice. I feel you on that.
threw it around the boards for Rakowski.
But these games are games for them to show up,
Traveled through the high slot untouched.
right? These are the games that your team that doesn't score without your top 2 players needs to show up and score without your top 2 players.
30 minutes like it's nothing. Just an effort.
You're obviously not going to score 12 goals, 7 goals, or 6 goals. Wow, chop down, no call. Interessante on that.
Back on his feet. The outlet to Rakowski. Rifled ahead to the act.
That's suspicious activity to me.
Back defensively as the sellout crowd of 18,300.
Wow, they are showing no love to the Oilers tonight on that deserve-o-meter. Damn!
Seattle has not been a good
What
road
the
team this
hell?
year, 14-20. And the Kraken have dropped 5 of 7, but giving Edmonton all at once tonight. As the Oilers, Nugent Hopkins and Enrique, their top 2 centers in the absence of McDavid and Draisaitl. Beniers, drop pass, shot coming and a glove save on Newman. By
You're not
Stuart
wrong.
Skinner.
You're not wrong
Big
at all.
sway With 9:41 to go in this second period, but twice Seattle has rallied.
You're absolutely not wrong about that, Epic.
Like the defense is just, we got to focus on the defensive side first. And Bouchard's the worst for it. Trying to cheat for offense. And the forwards giving the puck away at the blue line doesn't help. Like when McDavid and Draisaitl are trying to do too much and they give the puck away at the offensive blue line, it just kind of puts the defense in a bad situation. That doesn't help either, right? You're not wrong. Stu's doing everything he can to keep the Oilers in it. That's why I don't go on Reddit, man. That place is probably top tier cesspool for a lot of negativity. I try not to let negative thoughts pop in my head about the Oilers. Like I said, I guess I'm one of those fans that's been lucky enough to see the wins, so the decade of darkness didn't affect me as much as it has affected a lot of my friends and a lot of people I come across on a daily basis. Again, I'm an old school Oiler fan. I've been around for the good. I've been around for all the good old days of Rexall Place, Northlands Coliseum, Skyreach Center, call it what you want to call it. Gladiator Dome. I've been around for those days to see the Oilers win and win a lot. So that whole... That's all right. I can age myself. It's I look good for how old I am. For as old as I am, I think I look pretty damn good.
Game in this one tonight, elevated up into the 1-2 hole with Draisaitl and McDavid out, and they both produced.
Kakko looking for that.
I still remember the Peter Klima 1990 goal as if it was yesterday. Shouldn't have been on the ice either, which is the funniest part about that whole thing.
Still plenty of firepower for the Oilers. But Seattle giving them all they want tonight. Larson rifles one through the middle. That's going to be waved off in terms of icing. 9 minutes to go, period 2, tied at 2.
Just because McDavid and Leon out. That's exactly it. Because we don't have our top two players. No respect. How's that not a call? His stick is in between the player's legs. Arvidsson should have fallen over. He would have got a penalty. Oh, a ref got in the way again. That's 3 times that a ref's gone in the way this game.
It's amazing what it does for your game. When you start to go your way, it's a whole different...
It's accurate, man. It is up-to-date accurate. Here, I'll show you the funny part about this meter, guys. Huh. Check this out. Chances of Oilers winning goes 54%. If they score next, it jumps up to 72. If Kraken score next, it jumps up to 71. The chance of the next penalty, the Oilers have the chance of the next penalty at 46%. Isn't that crazy? The next penalty is going to the Oilers at almost half. So it could go to Seattle too, but they're saying the Oilers are going to get the next penalty. Oilers are buzzing now. Scores! Jeff Skinner! Holy Dino! Sign this kid long term. No, a joke. Don't sign this kid long term.
Well, there you go, Jack. We talked about 3-4-5. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Feel buzz like I had last week. I must stay because all the cheap like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, it's just like a boy. It's all good, let me jump in and sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life.
get the second assist.
Jeff Skinner has been here all year.
Bouchard's hustle.
Don't call it a comeback. He's been all year.
New life in the ozone.
Seattle Kraken have been really aggressive on the defense.
Thank you.
Turned the puck over on that 2-2 goal by Kako. He was aggressive.
What,
He's the
Joe,
one
what kind of
that
TV do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
And when you have a forward group that's coming at you that quickly.
Good puck movement, good shot. Just don't give up the next goal to tie the game. Brown and Ekholm get the assists.
3-2 Edmonton.
Skinner's 14th of the year. Guy who can fall out of bed and score goals. And we have a takedown here in the corner.
It's going to be on Seattle here.
Power play coming up for the Oilers.
Yep.
Okay. That looked like the Seattle player got hooked, but we'll take
The
it.
scammers are about to get scammed. Don't miss the special 1-hour seat.
So, get the puck, shoot the puck. I don't know if you guys are here for my last stream, but I was telling people there was a phone call to Mr. Knobloch from upstairs and told him Jeff Skinner is to play top 6. Jeff Skinner is to play more in a scoring role. Well, yes, well, you make Jeff Skinner a top 6 player. He scores goals like a top 6 player. He does.
Starts this power play.
Skinner's 14th of the season.
This time, Ekholm and Wallman as opposed to Ekholm and Nurse.
3-2 Oilers.
Kapanen and Corey Perry round out the 5-some. And it's Kapanen swiftly entering the zone. Throws one around the boards for Ekholm. Kapanen. Played back to Wallman, surveying. Kapanen trying to force it in the middle, broken up. Kraken had a chance to clear and finally did.
Minute and a half left to go in the power play. 6.5 left to go in the second period. 3-2 Oilers, 18-14 shots for Seattle.
Passes through the seams.
But we kind of knew that was going to happen.
Ekholm 2 assists tonight, had 3 points.
Ekholm 2 assists. Nurse 2 assists.
And Edmonton's lopsided win over Utah on Tuesday. Ekholm does well to hold the zone here.
How's that not a high stick? Wow, that's crazy.
To Ekholm. Midst of a shift here in the power play personnel.
50 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers.
That's going to be taken by Adam Larson with no pressure. He'll just keep it on his stick and then throw it back to Beniers, who's going to
It does not look like they're going to score on this, but that's okay. They're 1 for 2. Just don't let that shorthanded goal against happen. Go into the second intermission up by 1. You're not wrong, Dal. You're not wrong. That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Keep the lead in the third, heading into the intermission.
Or else that would have been a delay of the game in a 5-on-3 for 20 seconds. Good defending here by Seattle. And as we've talked about, they've converged to the middle. They've got good sticks. You saw Hayden there again with another one. I like this shot from Nugent Hopkins.
You're not wrong, Barbershop, and I think that's what Bowman and Jackson told him. Dude, we signed this player to play. Stop benching him. I also think Jeff Skinner's agent had a lot to do with that phone call. Bouchard gives the puck away and just doesn't care. You give the puck away and you don't even care to go after the puck. You lazy defenseman. I'm sorry, but Bouchard, you gave the puck away. That guy's excited to play hockey. Like, guys, I get why Jeff Skinner was being sad. He wasn't producing. He wasn't playing well defensively. Not like the coach gave him the opportunity to play well. But I'm glad that he's going to get playoff time with the Oilers. And who knows, he might be one of those guys that first time in the playoffs just lights it up. You're not wrong, Kimo, right? He looks great when he's not in the press box. But even when he's in the press box, man, that guy dresses sharp. He's a sharp-dressed man. All jokes aside, I actually really do like Jeff Skinner. I like Jeff Skinner's story. All those years in Carolina when they were bad, the years in Buffalo when they were bad. Never played a playoff game. Now he's with the Oilers. They asked him if he wanted to get traded. He's like, no. Right? Like, the fact that they even asked him to waive his no movement clause. He's like, hell no. I'm making the playoffs. I'm playing. I don't care if I play 2 minutes a game. I want to play a playoff game. I love it. It's those are the type of stories I love. Giannis, a guy named Matt Mormon thought that would be possible. That's me.
Is over. Knobloch looked back on it this way when he said this week, after the break, we were rock bottom. We were terrible. We were being outplayed tremendously. Head coach holding nothing back. But from rock bottom to 3 defensive gems and no quit effort against the Jets 48 hours ago, Knobloch likes what he sees now, including tonight's effort.
Right?
His 2 best players, Jack.
Damn, that Oiler forward just got tackled in front of the net. Hyman just got tackled. I think that was Larson that did it too. 4:46 left to go in the second period. 3-2 Oilers.
Under control, locates but Colson, and the puck driven out as we approach 4.5 to go in this second period. And now we've got a penalty coming against Seattle again.
Another power play for the Oilers. Well earned, well deserved. He's bleeding too. That's a 4-minute double.
Just from digging in, getting his nose over the puck and just battling.
Done. Done, done, done. Done.
Feeling this one might have cut his lip a little bit, but we'll see if this is a 2 or 4.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, eh?
The player didn't feel like he was cut.
Oof.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Took it to the chops.
Exactly. Quite catch that when there was
Double minor. There it is, folks.
And, you know, as he often does, and I know the panel talked about it, he just gets into the battle, but he gets right.
Gotta score here. You gotta think that this has to be a score.
So he pays the price, but he's going to be on the power play here for 4 minutes, so he'll take that. And an opportunity for Edmonton to extend the lead.
Essentially the balance of the period.
You're not wrong, Del. I mean, he got hit in the face, but he didn't have to fall over like that. I agree with you. I mean, it worked for Oilers last game, almost worked twice for him. I hate that's how the NHL has become.
Nearly identical, both played in January. Oilers led 3-2 and then pulled away with an empty netter late. Nugent Hopkins weaves his way through the neutral zone to get it back from Skinner, and a mid-air whack by Tolman and sends Edmonton.
You're not wrong. I don't think they were going to call it. I don't think they saw it. If he doesn't go down there, I don't think they saw it. 3:50 left to go in the second period. 3:14 left to go in the power play. So far, nothing happening. Shots are 18-18. 3-2 Oilers.
Wallman coming over the boards. Jeff Skinner unable to beat Matty Beniers at the blue line. He'll peel off on a change. Second unit on for Edmonton. This was the unit that converted back in the first period.
They can't get anything going on this power play. Still got 2 minutes to work with it, though. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Corey Perry backhander just misses the net.
He just found himself all alone on the net. And now the Kraken look to counter a slingshot, and Skinner got a piece of that one against Jared McCann.
2-on-1 Seattle on a penalty kill. Holy shoot. 1.5 left to go on the power play. 2.5 left to go in the period. They're not giving up that blue line. They got 3 guys tight on that blue line. 1 guy chase, 3 guys tight.
3 across with the 4 coming back and pushing.
If the Oilers could just dump it and retrieve it, they'll have the puck. Because you can dump it over the defenseman's head. 1.5 left to go in the power play. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins scores again! Oh my God.
Nugent Hopkins 8 points in his last 4 games. A point in 8 straight head-to-head against Seattle.
4-2.
Goals account for the difference in the hockey game right now at 4-2 with 1:38 to go in this period. Watch an all-new episode of Canada's Got Talent every Tuesday. That's 8/7 Central.
That's exactly it. We're not asking him to go above and beyond. We're just asking you to go to where we think you can go.
Yeah, that puck was coming right my way, and again, right in the glove. I like being inside the goal.
Yeah, you have cozied up to it.
19th of the year. Assisted by Hyman and Bouchard.
Launches back the other way. That goal did come during the second power play, so we're back at even strength as we approach 1 minute to go. In this second period, Seattle with just 1 win in this building came a couple of years back, and now a steal, a quick shot, handled by Nicole.
Oh, Derek Ryan doing Derek Ryan things. I love to see it. Love to see it. 1 minute left to go in the second period. 4-2 Edmonton. 20-20 are the shots on goal. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. If you're new here and you think I'm a crazy wackadoo, that's awesome. Please subscribe. Push the like button. Leave a comment. We go live every Oiler game, every playoff game. We also do special games for as the playoffs get closer. I will do out-of-town games as we clinch playoffs, and as teams clinch playoffs, I'll do some Vancouver games, a Calgary game. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but an LA game, a Vegas game. Yeah. And if you've been here before, thank you guys for showing up and showing out again. I greatly appreciate you guys. I do this for you guys. How's it going, Edmund? How are you? Man, Drake Kajula looks like... What pizza are you waiting for? Oh, dude, Star Wars Night at... Oh, that's cool. How cool are the warm-up jerseys? At the Oiler game tonight, there's a chick behind the Oilers bench wearing this jersey. There's a chick behind the Oilers bench wearing this jersey. It's pretty cool. What pizza? You come through Edmonton and I will get you a pizza. I will get you a full pizza pie. Oh, during the game? Okay, I gotta look at the highlights. I'm gonna have to look at the highlights, man. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, you talk about
Good block there by Bouchard. 7 seconds left to go in the second period. 4-2 Oilers. Whoa. Wallman like, here, Skinner, hold on. That's cool, man. 21-20 are the shots for Seattle. Second period over. Oilers up 4-2. Well, I know that. See, I really wish that you could do that in the NHL, wear a special jersey throughout the game. It would mean more. Like, I hate how, oh, look at my camo jersey, game-worn jersey. No, it's warm-up worn jersey. You didn't actually play in a game. Oh, look at my Hockey Fights Cancer jersey. Game-worn. No, it was worn, but it wasn't really worn. That's actually funny, Edmund. That's hilarious. What a period. They don't get specialty jerseys for warm-ups anymore? That's pathetic. Like, that, NHL be better. I'm sorry, but Gary, be better. Any whoosies? Let's check out the out-of-town scoreboard. There's probably one other game going on. You're awesome, bud. Edmund, you're the man. For anybody that doesn't know, this guy is Bakersfield Condor, lives in Bakersfield. He's the guy that got me the jersey. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front and say that I bought it. He got it for me. Great guy. Like, just cool people. Well, then. That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. Can't go wrong at that, man. Cannot go wrong at that. All right. I think there's still one other game going on besides this Oiler game. I could be wrong, though. The Oilers could be the only game going on. Sharks 1, Bruins nothing. Halfway through the second period. Rangers beat the Canucks 5-1-3. The Stars beat the Flyers 3-2 in overtime. The Wild beat the Sabres 4-1. The Blues beat the Blackhawks 4-1. The Flames beat the Islanders 4-3 in overtime. The Kings beat the hell out of the Hurricanes 7-2. The Capitals beat up on the Panthers 6-3. The Utah Hockey Club, otherwise known as the Utah Mammoth. That's right, folks. The Utah Mammoth beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 6-4. The Avalanche beat the Canadiens 5-4 in a shootout. The Senators beat the Devils 3-2. The Predators beat the Leafs 5-2. The Golden Knights beat the Red Wings 6-3. Now that you got it good and understood, you heard it here. Utah Mammoth. Get your merch. Get your merch. You're not wrong, Epic. Like, I understand it. I get it. You don't want to wear something, you shouldn't have to wear it. And don't force me to do something I don't want to do. You want to wear it, cool, awesome. I'm not going to stop you, but don't force me to go against it. Go against what I believe. Whether it's religious belief, political belief, just something that I don't personally support, don't make me. Yeah, we do that in Edmonton. We're looking at $3,050. Oh, I'm kind of excited to see Steve Dangle's podcast tonight, his post game. Also, guys, if you don't know, support Crossfield Arena. The Craftfield Hockey Day in Canada is at Bobby Knight Memorial Arena. What do they call that in Crossfield? Donnelly, he's a big supporter of that community in that area. If you guys know who Donnelly TV is, he asked his fellow Oiler people to pass on the vote for Crossfield. It is a great arena. I used to play men's league hockey in Crossfield Arena. Cold as you know what. I used to work in Crossfield. at the lumber mill that used to be there. Yeah, they had a 2-1 lead or 3-1 lead on the Predators, and Nashville is just like, hold my beer. You know, like, hey, I have friends that are in that community, and I have friends that don't like that community. I am neither a hater nor a advocate. I am, hey, you do you. You sleep with who you want to sleep with, and I don't judge you. Like, I will never judge another human being for the choices they make. Unless you're a Flames fan, and then I will judge you. And if you make your kids be Flames fans, I believe that is a form of child abuse. They handed out lightsabers? Dude! Jackpot City if you're a Star Wars nerd, dude. That's awesome. Edmund, that's cool, man. Like, that's awesome. I'm jealous of you all the time, man. Like, you get to do such cool experiences like that. Maybe one day I'll live in a city that doesn't have $400 a ticket nosebleeds and speaking of which, the Toronto Maple Leaf Group thought it would be a good idea to raise season ticket prices to the nosebleeds, or the purple section as they're called, and raise them pretty substantially. And then they raised the lower bowl as well. And one of the guys who I follow on the Tiki Talk, he had a great suggestion, and I think the Oilers should follow it. Don't raise the tickets in the nosebleeds, the 200, the 300 level. Keep those tickets lower. And in fact, lower those seats so that the average fan could go to more games. If you want to raise tickets, raise your suites. Raise the season tickets to the Gold Club. Raise your season tickets to the Sportsnet Club. Raise your season tickets to the Loge. Raise your season tickets to behind the lower bowl. Because obviously those people have the money and they don't care if they're paying $35,000 a seat. They don't care, they're going to play. They're going to pay. But when you're getting to be $10,000 a seat in the upper bowl, that's a little ridiculous. Like, in the upper levels, the 200, the 300s, that's tough as a fan. Like, when I'm paying $200 a ticket for one game for me to go, like, I wouldn't even say tax the rich. I'm just saying a lot of the seats are owned by corporate in the lower bowls, especially in Toronto. Also, happy trails to Patrick Maroon, who's retiring at the end of the season. Once an Oiler, always an Oiler. Now that you're not playing hockey anymore, I will say that to him. Once an Oiler, always an Oiler, but as long as you're wearing a jersey. But I agree, Dal. Like, you know what? It is time to just, especially in Toronto. Like, I hear a lot of bad rumors out of Toronto. Like, all the lower bowl is owned by corporations and businesses and whatnot. It's the same here in Edmonton. Like, a lot of the corporations and a lot of businesses own the lower bowl seats. And that's why you don't get the excitement more often than not. It's changed recently. Like, there's been a lot of great fans go down to lower bowl and have seats, like McMullet. Great guy, by the way. And just guys like him, Magoo, and just great people like that. They own the seats, some seats down there. Still, hey, I would pay $15 to watch an AHL team. I would pay $30, $40, $50 to watch an AHL game. That is awesome, though. Like, that, still, AHL's AHL, man. That's professional hockey. They are getting paid. It's $20 a ticket for the Oil Kings, our CHL team. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? How is everybody enjoying their Saturday night? Oilers up 2 heading to the third period. No McDavid, no Draisaitl. Seems like no problem. But, hey, there's still one more period. There's still 2 shots away from being tied. The stats after 40 are actually surprising. Shots are 21-20 for the Oilers. Seattle outshot them 11-10 in the first period, and the Oilers outshot Seattle 11-9 in the second. The Oilers are 51% in the faceoff dot. I don't agree that it's 2 for 4 on the power play. It's 2 for 3. Because, yes, it was a 4-minute. It's still considered 1 power play. So, for me, the Oilers are 2 for 3 on the power play. Seattle's 1 for 2. Hits are 14-9 for Seattle. Block shots are 11-9 for Seattle. Giveaways 9 for Seattle, 8 for the Oilers. Takeaways 4 for the Seattle, 3 for the Oilers. The Oilers have won the season series. They won Game 1 January 4th, 4-2 against Seattle. They won Game 2, 4-2 against Seattle. They're winning Game 3, 4-2 against Seattle. And Game 4 of the series will be March 27th in Seattle. So I guess if the Oilers lose this, they could have a rubber match, essentially. But I think the Oilers have won the series, the season series. Anywho's. The next Oilers broadcast will be Wednesday when the Dallas Stars are in town. Hopefully McDavid and Draisaitl will be there too. Good evening, Dan. How are you? Oh, damn. See? Hey, if Condors can get scored on 2 goals like that, I hope the Oilers don't have that happen. Like I said, it's just 2 quick shots. The Oilers are 2 shots away from being tied. The Oilers are also 1 shot away from going up by 3. Funny how sports work. Ouch. Did they forget how to defense? Is Bouchard on the ice for them as well? Is he playing double duty? So between the periods, he flew down to Bakersfield, jumped in a Condors jersey, and like, hey, hold my beer. Hold my beer, I'm going to play defense. Or lack thereof. I don't believe in jinxes. I don't believe in that sort of stuff. Karma, jinxes, superstitions. Like, that is actually one thing as a goalie that I'm not. I'm not superstitious. I didn't have to have my skates tied a certain way, or my left pad on before my right pad, or my top strap done, then my lower strap, and then my middle strap. Or I do know some goalies, and I played with some goalies that had some really weird superstitions. I played with a goalie. I was backup to a goalie one year that he wouldn't do his mid thigh strap. Like, there, obviously if you have pads, there's 4 straps up and down the pad. He wouldn't do his middle thigh strap until he faced a shot in the first period. That's awesome. No, absolutely, Trucker. I get you. No, and hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I played with some guys that wouldn't do certain things until they either faced a shot or got scored on or what have you. Like, no joke, this guy on both pads would tighten up every strap except for the middle thigh pad until he faced a shot in the game. And then at the whistle, he'd ask the ref for a 2-second or 3-second little break so that he could tighten his straps on both pads. It was crazy to me. I was like, how do you feel comfortable like that? Like, I need to have my pads strapped and tightened to the max before I go on the ice. Just me. I don't tape my stick a certain way. I just grab a ball of tape. I just tape it. I know I'm a frustrating sports fan. It's like I don't have to have certain things on or off or hat tilted sideways. Like I have a couple Cub fan buddies that, no joke, every Cub game they go to, they have to have their hat a certain degree tilted. Otherwise, they believe that the Cubs are going to lose the game. Apparently, that's a proven theory by these two guys. No joke. One guy, and I'm going to take off my headset for this. One guy has to have his hat tilted a little bit off kilter this way, and his brother has to have his hat tilted off kilter this way. And they both have to sit where the tilt is. They both have to sit so the tilt is inward on each other. Otherwise, when they're sitting at the Cubs games, they feel like the Cubs are going to lose if they don't do it. It is nuts that people have that. I was like, dude, it's a hat. If you think your team is going to win or lose because you wore your hat the wrong way, man, more power to you. You got a lot of power in this world. I want that kind of power. I'm missing a good hockey game over in Bakersfield. That sounds like a really good Donnybrook. That's awesome. Thanks for bringing the entertainment, Edmund. That's hilarious. Like I said, if I honestly thought that where I sat on the couch or where I partaked a beverage affected the people. No, and I get that because you were playing, right? Like, I understand when you're playing because you feel like you can actually affect the outcome. But I'm talking about fans. Like, these fans are nuts. Some of these fans, like English Premier League fans, Chelsea fans, oh, man. Manchester United fans, another different breed of superstition over there. But, yeah, I love it. I love hearing everybody's superstitions. I loved hearing Wayne Gretzky's superstition. Like, he had to have chicken parm before every game. That was nuts to me. And a Diet Coke. Chicken parm, Diet Coke. A salad and ice cream. That to me is crazy. Had to have a scoop of ice cream with chicken parm and a Diet Coke before the game. Just, that's... But like I said, it is one thing to be like religiously do things when you're in the middle of it and you're gonna and you actually affect the game, right? Like, that's why I don't ever get upset with people when they're like, oh well, I do this before this and this. It's like, no, I get it, because you don't want to fuck with your routine, right? We all have routines. We all have things we got to do, like the Corey Perry routine, having to be the last one off the ice. I understand it. I love it. I love hearing routines like that, man. I just never had them. Like, I don't know. Salutations, Bunny. How you doing, my friend? 4-2 Edmonton going into the third period. Yeah, we couldn't go a whole game without talking about her.
Being celebrated in her hometown tonight. Population of Rocanville, Saskatchewan's less than 900. Many of them have turned out for a viewing party in honor of Rocanville's most famous citizen. The party is at the community center where Mayor Ron Reed has unveiled a Home of Jessica Campbell sign. She'll be even more popular in Rocanville after partnering with Bauer to ensure all minor hockey kids in town get a new stick. The way to a minor hockey player's heart is clearly a new stick, which we know is not cheap. So
I'm doing great, man. Life is good. That was your thing, Trucker, last off the ice. I feel that. No, I was always either the third or fourth one off. I never overstayed my welcome. I did what I had to do. I shot 2 or 3 pucks. Made sure what a save by Stuart Skinner. What a save by Decord. Goalies are going save for save, tat for tat.
And maybe it's lights out. Seattle a plus 26 in terms of goal differential in the third period.
No, I always took 4 or 5 shots, maybe 6. But the last shot I took, if it went in, I knew it was going to be a great game. If it didn't go in, I knew it would be okay. It would be a struggle, but I knew it would be okay. I'd be on the struggle bus for the first period. But when I played goalie, like playing goalie is always easy. You go in the crease, you tell people don't shoot at your head.
Seattle without its top point producer, Chandler Stevenson.
That was my one thing when I played goalie. I tell my players, you're warming up, but you're also warming me up too. Don't take laser beams at my face. Shoot off my pad. Take 1 or 2 to the left, 1 or 2 to the far right, so I can get my glove and my blocker worked. But don't laser them at my head. Like that doesn't help you, and it definitely doesn't help me. Because I'm just gonna duck out of the way or move.
Dallas moving on Wednesday. Turnover by Seattle. Shot by Arvidsson. Fending off a couple times to Cord with Olsen trying to locate that puck.
Always that one jackass in practice, though. Slap shot from the hash marks to your dome. And it was always that fourth line knucklehead, too. Don't get me wrong, when I played out as a player, I was a fourth line knucklehead. But my best hockey experience was playing with a girl goalie. That was our starter, and I was the backup, and I loved every second of it.
Again, Tolvanen able to backtrack. Boy, has he played the classic Louis, not to sound like a coach, but he's been a 200.
Oh, I've never seen that one. I never even heard that. That's awesome, man. Well, I wasn't a really big Seinfeld guy either. I was more of a Friends guy. Sorry, I was more of a Friends guy. But that's cool. Like, no, like, it just... It was awesome because she was way more flexible than I was. Way more athletic than I was.
The right-hand side, wrap around, and Skinner splayed out with the left leg. The Kraken are saying it's in, and the referee agrees.
How is that a goal when he pushed the goalie over? Hey, 3-4, pull your head out of your ass. That's not going to count.
It's going to be a goal for Mikey Asimont, I believe, and a fourth.
That's not going to count. Stop with the bullshit.
They've been buzzing, and they come up with this puck.
Not going to count. The guy ran Skinner over.
Just drives it through, and this is where Stuart Skinner says that his pad was pushed once he was in that position. We'll take a look at it from the overhead. This should be much better. 1 whack, 2, and then you be the judge.
He was pushed in the net.
I actually think it's
Hayden that comes in, the right-handed stick that comes in. You're going to see him at the end, kind of shovels it right through. And
communication, it is a good goal on the ice.
You're going to allow that?
And all coaches were looking down at the screen of the review, and I wonder if they're going to challenge to see this one. It hasn't crossed the line just there, and then Hayden is the one that comes in. And there's no...
He knocks the goalie in the fucking net, for fuck's sakes.
Question now is, do they want to challenge?
Yes, challenge it.
Motioning now to Dan O'Rourke. Chris Knobloch just said we will challenge for goalie interference, so this will be interesting.
If that's not goalie interference, I don't know what the hell is.
All of a sudden, he's not.
Number 15 pushes Skinner in the net.
Here's another look here.
Louis, you're an idiot if you think that goal should count.
Cartier gets it to Asimont, and he just keeps bashing away. And for me, it's definitely Hayden, as you mentioned before. He comes in, and it looks like it's being stopped, and then boom. Now, he does bump Nurse, who bumps into the goaltender in the blue paint. You have to also take that into consideration.
No, he bumps into the goalie. He doesn't just hit Nurse, he hits the goalie.
That right there, I mean, he's... There's no question there's some shoving there. The question now is, do they feel it's enough to take this goal?
If that's not enough, Louis, I don't know what goalie interference is.
And a little bit of a
Call me stupid for not knowing what goalie interference is. They're probably going to allow it because it's Seattle against Edmonton.
Skinner had frozen that puck with the left skate as Asimont took 3 whacks at it. And at first glance, Louis, I feel like for Seattle, it's best if that third whack by Asimont is ruled a goal.
But there is contact there.
Right.
There's no question there's contact on Skinner by Hayden.
It was determined that there was goaltender interference.
Thank you! Thank you! Holy crap!
And that's a tough one for Asimont. You know what? He's been a smart.
That's no goal all day, every day, twice on a Sunday.
And that's why I thought it was best for Seattle if Asimont...
Yes, it was, Dow. It was a huge discussion.
You could really say that...
You want to know a scary part? It was voted on. And I think it was 21 GMs think that goaltender interference should be looked at and changed. Oh, that would be something. The Oilers went and scored this goal right quick, eh? Feed off that momentum. 21 GMs want the goaltender interference changed. Final say goes to Gary Bettman, obviously. Come on, Oilers, don't let up. Don't give up the 4-3. You dodged the bullet there because you didn't knock anybody over.
Once I saw it did, I felt like the pad had been dislodged. Here's the dish ahead, picked off by Schwartz against Yanmark in Seattle.
15:58 left to go in the third period. Still 4-2 Edmonton. 22-21 of the shots for the Oilers. And that's offside Edmonton. They also talked about offsides and wanting to change that rule. They talked about the 3-on-3 overtime. And moving it to 10 minutes. Gary Bettman doesn't want it moved to 10 minutes. And his reasoning is it'll tire the players out and the ice will get choppy as you go further than 5-minute overtimes. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You never played the game.
Mark is right now, and it's almost every game now he's getting a chance or two with his speed.
If you don't want 10-minute overtimes, have every win in regulation worth 3 points. Simple. Have every regulation win worth 3 points. You don't want overtime, you don't want shootouts, go harder and they're 3 points.
The outside of the post from Yanmark as he had the court going back the other way. Now Ryan a steal, a Sarah pass, and a quick shot that ends up out of play. Both
Jones is looking for his first goal as an Oiler. You're not wrong, Jay. I've had enough of Gary Bettman.
And what about that look inside of the other loop?
A New York lawyer in charge of the NHL. Right? Like it makes things simple. You win in regulation, you get 3 points. You're going to see a lot less overtime.
Max Jones, an anguished cry as that one.
You're going to see a lot less teams just hanging on for overtime. In my opinion.
Keeps it down low. Bacco, turn it over. Colson. Kulak. And getting back to the play was Mahura, but stepping up and protecting the line with Stetcher to keep Seattle bottled up. Alexia.
He probably does, Jay. Oh, Arvidsson, you need to shoot that. You just need to shoot that. You had a wide open net. You just need, I know you're looking for Hopkins getting a hat trick, but you got to shoot that.
on the right-hand side. They've got a change of pace for Newman.
Adam Henrique plays defense really well.
Stetcher flings it back inside the Seattle line.
First look at Newman. They've got a good one at him. Young kid, this big, can skate, loves to shoot the puck and get to the net.
No, you're right.
Rakowski swung across, and it's good read by Bouchard, but then his pass deflected away, and now McCann the other way for Seattle.
Yeah.
One-timer.
You're not wrong. I totally forgot about that. John Daly is we used to be an MLB rep. Now he reps the NHL Players Association. Or yeah, his second in command. Sorry. There's a goal. What happens when you can't get the puck out? You get scored on. That'll count.
Brings the Kraken to within 4-3.
You're not wrong.
We had a long talk
Fucking Oilers.
about him this morning, and he's just, sometimes tries to do everything and maybe too much, but this is a wicked release that he lets go. Here's the first save by Skinner.
Bouchard giveaway number 10, and then he just stands there.
Burakovsky gets this puck. He just kind of gets himself into a better position to shoot it. Works, and then right there you can see a little bit of a screen from Ekholm. And as soon as Burakovsky sees Ekholm in that lane short side under the bar, had to be perfect, it was, and it's a one-goal game. Hasn't come easy this year for Burakovsky, two-time Stanley Cup winner, but that's a beauty right there.
That's just a bad giveaway by Bouchard that can't happen. And then you stand there blocking nobody but fresh air.
As Peter DeBoer likes to say, stick it in the net.
Oilers got to wake up now. Now you're in a battle. Got to shoot that too.
Taken off the plexi by Janmark. Brown to Nurse, and a one-timer ripped on net by Wallman. Janmark. Brown trying to bulldoze his way through John Hayden. Chip softly up ice. Haysom on.
4-3 Oilers, 13 minutes left to go in the regulation. Shots are 26-22 for Seattle. We're going to come down to a dogfight here. That's icing against the Oilers. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog world.
Desjardins Financial Group. Wherever you're headed, Desjardins is here to assist.
Hey, we got the very last performance by some 41 plus Michael Bublé, Josh Ross. You cannot miss the Juno. Sunday, March the 30th, 8 Eastern, CBC and CBC Gym. What are you chuckling down there for? Here's Walters.
Walters having a good time.
I think you think I don't know enough about those bands. Icing
against the Oilers again.
I wouldn't go head to head with you in band knowledge.
What are you talking about? We were arguing this morning.
You and I have a little an ongoing debate. Guns N' Roses, Metallica. Both great bands, by the way. One just lasted a little longer.
Well, like 20 years. They're back now, GNR.
Yeah.
But yes, the potential to be one of the all-time greatest sadly was lost. Louis and I will ruminate more on late 80s hair metal.
Oilers got a battle in front of them. Remember, no Draisaitl, no McDavid. It does not matter. The other teams do not care who you have or who you don't have in a lineup. They don't care. Digital rearview mirror. What the world has come to, man. Frick. What, backup cameras weren't enough? Now you got to have a digital rearview mirror? Sorry, yes. Just not that high tech. What's wrong with shoulder checking and using your actual side mirrors to back up your car? In case you're late to the party, Henrique scores his 9th goal of the year on the power play, assisted by Nurse and Ekholm. 1-0 Edmonton. Kako scores on a power play to tie the game up. 1-1 after 1. Shots are 11-10 for Seattle. In the second period, Oilers goal scored by Hopkins, his 18th of the year, assisted by Nurse and Kaplan, 2-1 Edmonton. And a brutal giveaway by Bouchard. Kako gets his 13th of the year on a breakaway, 2-2. Jeff Skinner gets his 14th. Brown and Ekholm get the assist, 3-2 Oilers. Oilers then go on a power play. They do nothing. Oilers go on another power play. They score. Hopkins, 19th of the year, second of the game, assisted by Hyman Bouchard, 4-2 Oilers. Burakovsky scores his 7th of the year to get within 1. 4-3 Edmonton. Again, Seattle's not just going to roll over quietly in the night. No, they won't. Yeah.
Duck.
Well, yeah.
That's the Polestar most electrifying play of the game. Jeff Skinner had ahead of him in Greek.
Let's update that, because I don't think that's updated.
So McDavid and Draisaitl. Seattle without
No, it's not updated.
once again. Its leading scorer, but the Kraken continue to hang around in a game where they've never led.
Jesus, they've never led this game, and they have a 60% chance of winning.
At 4-3.
Not saying the deserve meter's right.
Hopkins
Not saying that at all.
Everly took a stick from Kulak, and I think he stumbled a little bit on that left hand. In deep, a center pass.
Oh, good defensive play there by the Kraken defenseman.
Get that into the corner and out of harm's way. Bouchard to Capital. Hyman and Henry will pump the legs. Kapanen in on Montour, successfully clears to Kakko. Building speed through the neutral zone and attacking the Edmonton line. Here's a shot coming. Newman kicked out by Skinner. Rebound, Beniers. And that's stolen by Henrique. I'm not sure Newman intended to put it there, but it was a changeup that Skinner had trouble with.
Well, the strength to plow through the stick and get that shot away. He's done it a couple times in the game.
11 minutes left to go in regulation. Still 4-3 Edmonton. Shots are 27-24 for Seattle. Gutsy effort so far by this Oiler team, but now's crunch time. Now's the time to see what you really got.
Down one, Newman with Nurse on him, turns and fires, and that shot was blocked. Beniers did well to hold the zone. Mahura, centering pass, Kakko, out of the range of Mahura, who has not scored in his last 122 games. Skinner, back behind for Brown. Yanmark. Tried to tuck it inside, went off a skate. Connor Brown got knocked down. And DeCorden was...
Holy man! Guys already on the ground, no need to punch him some more. Good Lord. Darnell Nurse got 2 for doing that the other day. So did Ekholm. Sorry, it was Ekholm that got 2 for doing that the other day.
Cooler heads prevail. Here's Montour with a nice defensive play. Is on the forecheck here. You're going to see this pass was labeled for a one-timer for Henrique in the slot. Montour with his speed right back at the right moment. And here's that quick shot again by Newman. He's been impressive.
Skinner's been keeping this team in it, though. I will give credit where credit is due.
Follow through with that puck and get the shot on net. And
Stu Skinner has kept this team in it.
On the net, like you mentioned, Jack. It was almost like a reaction save for Skinner. But it was labeled inside the post.
Face-off in Seattle zone. Derek Ryan wins his face-off again. That's why he's going to be a playoff day 1 player. Wins the face-offs. If nothing else, he'll win the face-off and get the heck off the ice. Oh, Jones just misses the net. Halfway through the game. Halfway through the game. Can you feel your heart palpitating? Stetcher just gets hooked. Pitchfork, call it what you want to call it. Hauled down, no call on the play. No call, no matter. Hyman hits the crossbar.
to Cord, issues a juicy rebound. Larson got away from Colson, but the Oilers won't let the Kraken out.
Colson's been all over it. He has been dogged on the puck. It's incredible.
You got bad heart palpitations. You might need to call a doctor.
Lifted in deep by Nugent Hopkins, but Colson, boy, that could have been a
Podkolzin gets tripped. Hopkins get hooked in the corner. No calls coming either way. Seattle's getting away with a lot of stuff.
Edmonton determined to keep Seattle bottled up, but here they come again. Shea Wright.
8.5 minutes left to go.
Shoveled across to Evans, a blast, and that hit Bouchard. And a painful block.
Bouchard with a block shot.
Here's Jeff Skinner. Sees parted for a moment, and then Montour able to reel him in.
A lot of holding going on by 62 Montour. I mean, he's used to playing with Florida. They get away with that. Florida and Vegas, you got away with a lot of that stuff against this Oilers team. Say that too loud.
Jeff Skinner, a figure skater, is a youth player. It's paid off for him here in the NHL. Connor Brown, that was ripped by Henry, who again has been dangerous in the slot all night. Wallman trying to feather one in front. Corey Perry got back on the puck for Edmonton. One-timer. And Nurse sees that rocketed out of play with 8 minutes left at regular.
You're not wrong. Jeff Skinner's flying.
Is clinging to a 4-3 lead. Victor Arvidsson, a fierce battle in the corner with one. Vince Dunn.
That's a... Oh my... How do you miss that? Like, what are you looking at if you miss that? Oh my stores. 6'5" Condors. Let's go Condors. Oh man. So how is this for round playoff lineup? Second line. Evander Kane, Leon Draisaitl, and Trent Friedrich. How would you guys feel about that line? Obviously, line one is McDavid, Hyman, and I think you're going to have Jeff Skinner up there. So that's line one is Skinner, McDavid, Hyman. Line two, Kane, Draisaitl, Friedrich. Line three, Podkolzin, Hopkins. Right? Like, how do you not call that, right? Like, that is so blatant. But hey, NHL officiating. We call what we want to call and call nothing else. Yeah, Bush got the primary assist on the Kaku goal. You got the primary. You got the primary. You got the secondary. You got the tertiary. You got the quaternary. You got them all. If there was an assist to be given away, you got him. Love that.
The Baltimore Orioles, we've got it for you Thursday. Coverage getting underway. 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific on Sportsnet. Are those Oilers stormtroopers making their way into the house? Edmonton 4, Seattle 3. And a shot by Wallman drifts high and into the corner.
I get it, Giannis. I get it.
Hyman and Perry looking to keep Seattle hemmed in.
Either Kapanen spot or Brown spot, I believe.
We've got 7 3/4 minutes remaining.
And it sucks. I don't agree with... Oh, my stars. This thing's going to piss me the fuck right off. I don't agree with it.
Looking for a 9th consecutive victory.
I don't agree with it, man. But I know why Kane will be there. Who knows? It could just be for one game and they realize Kane's not ready. And, okay, we got to adjust. Play with the horse that brought you, you know what I mean?
First 2 games, both went to Edmonton by identical scores of 4-2.
7:15 left to go in the third period. 4-3 Oilers. Seattle player just running over Skinner again in the crease.
Fire it right at Louis DeBrusque.
Right into the glove again. I mean, listen.
That one might have stung you.
I was out of the way. Cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, sure you were.
I was.
Yeah, you saw that? You saw the 3 dudes in the front row with the Star Wars helmets? That's awesome.
Corey's going is again. I think it was a stick. Look where I am. Look at that head out of the way.
I guess.
But what a great match.
Calvin Pickard, fantastic glove save yet again.
Well,
Getting his work in, eh?
Look easy. Arvidsson will send it in deep.
Oh.
You and Biz, March birthdays.
Yeah, happy birthday, Biz.
You've got him. It's a milestone for him. It's just another trip around the sun for you.
Got him by a decade and a bit.
Icing
6-6 now.
Day when we were doing that review
Damn.
against Winnipeg, Adam Lowry was on one
That's
side,
insane,
Colin
man.
Pickard, they were having a conversation. Both are going to make great
That
moves
is
if they ever want to
insane.
Get in the booth one day. Especially Pick. He's always asking me questions about this, eh? Hey, hey, thanks, bud.
Yeah, Picard's going to be a broadcast guy.
Against McCann.
And I have to admit, goaltenders do make good analysts.
Grudgingly, you admit that.
Tough guys and goalies.
Woo! Nice shot by Arby.
Save made by Joey
Tough guys and
Doyle.
goalies make good analysts, apparently. Not really, but
He's been battling too. Edmonton's had some solid chances throughout this game and a lot of near misses around the net.
we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. 6.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Thank you guys for being here, honestly. I don't say it enough. I appreciate you guys so much. As they say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, and you're here with this guy.
Missing this one tonight for Seattle. He was hurt in Minnesota a few nights ago.
Ryan wins the face-off. Kulak.
Can you imagine losing that game 7-6 in regulation?
Gathered by Shane Wright. And the chances early they didn't go for him. It's been a little quiet since. Derek Ryan works his way in right-hand side. Double team in the corner. Evans pulls it out of there. Montour on to Jordan Eberle. Eberle just his 31st game this year. Put it in the corner right. Absorbs the check. Unable to fend off Derek Ryan, and the Oilers ultimately follow that back through the middle. Less than 6 to play.
Chris Knobloch showing some confidence in the fourth line late in the game. Really
Yeah, he is a pretty good dude. He's so chill. Like, if you didn't know he was an NHL goalie or AHL goalie, you would just think he was a guy at the bar.
Line to Seattle.
Montour rifles it up the right.
Just another guy at the bar, right? Like, just.
Sends it across for Bouchard.
I think that's the thing that NHL goalies have.
Mahura strong.
The San Jose Barracuda.
Protecting for Seattle. And
Every time I see this name, San Jose Barracuda, I think of the song.
Beniers having surveyed the situation off to a
Yes, I'm dating myself.
Beniers will shoot it in.
Again.
Stewart
That's a great song.
Bouchard will golf one through the middle, laid flat for Arvidsson. Skated right by it.
I also don't think of a fish when I think of Barracuda, but
Hit the line, tried to center, came back to him.
what a save by Stuart Skinner. Mark that down on your calendars.
Ricochet. Friendly fire for Alexiak. Right back to him, and now to the net. Mark denies.
Jeff Skinner gets tackled in front of the net, nowhere near the puck, but that's okay.
Chances at both ends coming off seemingly innocuous situations. Shot by Wallman, blocked in front by Mahura and cleared.
Just not being denied a chance, both Alexiak and Janmark. I mean, the
Right, Diane? I think of the car. Instantly, I think of the car Barracuda. I don't think of the fish. Absolutely. Like, I just think it's a car. Anyways, how about Kane take over Bouchard's spot? I mean, can Kane play defense? I mean, can't play any worse than what Bouchard does some nights. But yeah, that's another missed call by the referees. Chop that down. Oh. Yeah, you're a Mopar girl. It's not a lie. Is there any other brand besides Mopar? I hate it too, but I don't mind it also. As long as it's both ways, both teams, right? If you're going to put the whistles away, both teams got to benefit from it. You can't have your whistles put away for one team and then an infraction against the other team. The Condors were leading 3-0, and now it's 6-6. right? We called enough. We've hit our quota. They're like cops at the end of the month. We need to reach our quota. Love the young fans with signs, man. That's so cool.
No shortage of topics to discuss. Number one, the health of the Oilers.
After hours, Stan Bowman following the Oilers-Seattle game. I will not tune into that.
When Stan Bowman joins Louis and me tonight.
I might play some golf, maybe some baseball. 4.5 minutes left to go in regulation. When does Seattle pull their goalie? No, I'm with you, but I'm just thinking that'd be a great, solid second line. The grit and the heftiness of Kane and Friedrich, along to go with the skill of Draisaitl. But yeah, I honestly think it'll be probably Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and Arvidsson. The all-European line. It's been that way all year, right? Like, why break it up? But I'm just saying, if you need that hefty second line to go out there and just cycle the puck and beat up bodies, nothing better than that. 4 minutes left to go in regulation. 29-26 shots for Seattle. 4-3 Oilers. You're not wrong. You go after Dry, you're going to get a Kane or Friedrich fist to the mud. Which reminds me, Josh Morrissey, you better not play on April 13th. Because I heard a rumor that Trent Friedrich is going to be playing that game. The stupid wave is back. Northern started it, I swear.
Who they play and where they start. Still very much in the balance. Checked it on against Walman by Decor. One of the big saves he's made in the third, and Louis talked about that.
Yeah, somebody's going to fight Morrissey. He won't fight the big boys, though. He won't fight Nurse.
As Walman activates, great chance. Here's a penalty coming up here, too. It's to Edmonton.
2 minutes penalty.
It's going to be Podkolzin, and it looks
Of course.
like, little collision there between O'Rourke and...
So you don't call anything one way, but you call it this way. Like I said, if you're putting them away, put them away.
Down in the corner, Podkolzin heading to the box, and now a late third period power play opportunity for Seattle.
I hate those fans that start the wave through the wave.
Right there by Nugent Hopkins, a better save by Decor and Walman.
I am the wave police. No, I'm just joking.
Podkolzin comes in to try and lift the stick and win this battle. He just elevates a little too high, catches.
I don't know why we started the wave. It makes no sense.
It'll be a 2-minute, not a 4-minute, but still an opportunity here late in this third for the Kraken on the power play.
If you're Dan Bosma, Louis, maybe halfway through this power play, do you think about a 6-on-4?
I would say yes.
Off the draw, whistle down the ice by Brett Kulak. Will keep
3 minutes left to go in the game. Minute and 50 left to go in the power play for Seattle.
3 minutes. Oilers 4, Kraken 3.
You're not wrong, Epic. They call that, but they won't call the blatant one that they missed.
It's a gamble, but you got to kind of judge how your power play is doing. If they're in Edmonton, then yeah, maybe get the extra attacker. But they still got some time to work here after a 2-minute power play.
Montour to Eberle, across to Beniers, did not handle it cleanly. Decord is lingering, and now he's heading for the bench. 6-on-4. 2:45 to go. Kakko gives it up. Vince Dunn turned it over. Net is empty. Shovel toward the net by Yanmark. Bouncing puck will skitter. Dead at the line.
Empty net. 1 minute left to go in the power play. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third period.
It's Eberle. Jitterbugging to his right and shooting it in. Kakko beaten to the spot by Walman. Quickly played to Nugent Hopkins. He fires.
Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins with the hat trick. Nice throw, and we got ourselves a goal in an empty net.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Feel buzz like I had last week. I must stay because coffee is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, like a boy, anything fine. It's all good. Let me jump in and send in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Rita, all I need. A little bit of Rita, what I see. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. A little bit of Mary all night long. A little bit of Jessica, here I am. A little bit of you makes me your man.
That is a very, very good question. When was the last time an Oilers player scored a hat trick? I don't know. It's been a minute. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a minute. 5-3 Edmonton, 2:17 left to go in the third period. Seattle still on a power play. Wallman gets the assist on the Hopkins goal. Buckles is loving that. Loving it.
He's had a strong performance in this one tonight. The high stick on Alexiak, but I'm sure he was very happy seeing that one find the back of the net.
Shots are 29-29, 5-3 Oilers. Oh, Seattle.
Did so well at that casino night a few months ago. He really kept the poker face going until the very end of that.
I'm going to look that up because that is an interesting stat that I don't even know.
And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins stepping to the fore, 9 points in his last 4 games. He hadn't had a 3-point game all year long, and he's now had 3 in his last 4 games, just at the right time, with no McDavid, no Draisaitl tonight. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Adam Henrique with tremendous performances as the top 2 centers tonight for the Oilers.
Holy crap. The last hat trick was April 22nd, Game 1 against the LA Kings. Zach Hyman scored it. This is the first hat trick of the year, and Seattle scores. Uh-oh.
This one is far from over, and you guessed it, Jaden Schwartz, when Edmonton is the opponent, he finds a way. 5-4.
He does. Has the best career numbers against Edmonton than any team in the National Hockey League. He loves playing against Edmonton. Not sure what it is, but this is right off the face-off into the zone, and just drive yourself to the blue paint, stick on the ice. Good things happen. Nice pass by McCann. Puts it right through. And the perfect redirection by Schwartz, who gets himself inside. You can see Wright was backdoor as well. We got a game once again, partner, with 2:03 on the clock.
2 goals in 14 seconds. Schwartz picks up his 20th goal of the season and his first in 11 games.
All right, Oilers, calm down. Calm down.
And it's game on.
No sense in throwing this game away.
Goal having been scored 6 on 4, we're back to 5.
It's all good.
Which is now going to be 6 on 5 as the cord heads for the bench.
Minute and 40 seconds left. Oilers just got to hunt down the fort. Again, Darnell Nurse not what? Like, what were the Oilers doing there? All standing flat-footed.
And Beniers raking, trying to carve it out of there. Bouchard chisels it up the right-hand side. This is
and Bouchard ices the puck.
With a healthy minute 22.
Minute 22 seconds left.
Well, good work to try and just take some time off.
I got to go find it. I threw the hat behind the TV.
Adam Larson sitting beside Joey Decord, who's going to stay on the bench for this offensive zone faceoff.
And off the draw, the net is empty. Hyman will flick it across the Seattle line. Dunn under pressure from Hyman, now feels that pressure and has to spin away. Minute 10 to go. Jaden Schwartz shoots it in from the red line. Skinner knocked it down.
What the hell am I on that I'm freaking?
Clear and did. This will be icing.
Icing against the Oilers with 57 seconds left. Come on, guys.
Second or two ran off with 55.6.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here from the Kraken on
Yeah,
the
it's just a hanger.
They're barreling down on the defense of Edmonton, and Ekholm just felt that pressure, said, I'm putting this one off the glass.
But they're also looking
And
gassed.
there'll be a timeout called here.
Timeouts, yep.
To rest
Wait, Seattle doesn't have a
as
timeout.
well with some guys that have
Oh no, that was the Oilers that challenged. My bad. I was like, wait a minute, didn't they challenge and lose? No, that was the Oilers. But yes, the last hat trick was Zach Hyman in the playoffs. This is the first hat trick this year by the Oilers. Interessante. Oh, but no, you're not wrong. Like, there's so many different options by Bouchard to do there. No, just throw the puck away. And that PK of the Oilers, like Nurse, what is, like, all four guys on the ice were just standing still. Seattle was coming with speed, and they were playing a box in the neutral zone. Notice how every other team plays one guy chase, three guys blue line? Apparently not the Oilers. They play a box in the neutral zone. Makes no sense.
Skinner's right. Out of the fray comes Kieran McCann.
Holding on the glass.
Now it's Ekholm. He got tripped up. This is going to be a
Power play for the Oilers game. That's game, folks. I don't care. That's game. You can't get scored on short-handed. Come on. Let's go.
It was closed off, so he went to eat it, and then the closure by Ekholm wins the battle. And as he's taking a stride away, he's taken down. So you can see McCann's looking. There's nothing there. Goes to stop. Good pressure by Brown. Second pressure by Ekholm. And when he comes down, he just takes the skates out of Ekholm, trying to battle for that puck.
I got one down here for you. I got two down here for you.
And now Dan Bilesman knows he'll have to pull him off again. Boy, DeCord's really racking up the calorie count.
It's like doing Wallies.
Exactly. So the Oilers to finish with Nugent Hopkins, Arvidsson, and Hyman defensively. Nurse and Wallman will try to lock it down here. Starts with a face-off. Nugent Hopkins against.
I got two down here for you.
Advantage for Edmonton tonight. Nugent Hopkins cleaned them up. Nurse had it and lost it. Good pressure for Montour. It's flung down low.
38 seconds left to go in the game. Oilers 5, Seattle 4. Oilers on the power play to end the game. Let's just keep it deep. No, Oilers can't do that. 26 seconds. Empty net, Seattle.
Montour catches a lob, tries to tuck it inside. Nugent Hopkins a steal, hesitated, broke away from Beniers, and now will chip it off the glass safely to Arvidsson. Toward the empty net, broken up.
We don't need a goal, we just need to play defense. 8 seconds.
Here's the finish. Kakko, Tolvanen, shot deflected into the corner. 2 seconds at the horn.
Oilers win! Sorry, not so much with that. Oilers win. Let's play La Bamba, baby. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, are you not entertained? No Draisaitl, no McDavid, no problems. Yes, it was against the Seattle Kraken. The true test will be Wednesday. Like I said during my stream, if you just showed up here, thank you for coming in. I fully believe that the Oilers are going to base whether McDavid and Draisaitl play on if the Kings win on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and Tuesday. Kings have a game tomorrow and they have a game Tuesday. If the Kings win those 2 games, then yes, I full-heartedly believe we are going to see Draisaitl McDavid on Wednesday. If the Kings lose those 2 games or one of those 2 games, you could see the Oilers resting McDavid, Draisaitl until next weekend when we play Calgary. Because we have Dallas on the 26th, Seattle on the 27th, Calgary on the 29th. Hey, it's not Oilers hockey unless it's stressful, right? Nothing comes easy to the Oilers this season. Nothing has been easy for them at all. That's part of the lore. That's part of being a fan. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the post-game video coming up later tonight. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Enjoy the week. Go outside. I hear it's supposed to be beautiful weather out in Alberta. See you guys on Wednesday. Deuces. Oh, wait. No. We got to talk about... Actually, all the games are over. I believe all the games are over. Updated standings. The Oilers are back in second place in the Pacific Division with 87 points. 3 points behind Vegas. 2 points behind Colorado. But again, Colorado, Dallas doesn't matter. Dallas matters? Not really. It's the teams that matter. Vegas, LA, and St. Louis, Calgary, Vancouver. Anywho's these guys. Did the Condors win? Before I go, did the Condors win or lose? You can't leave me hanging, Edmund. Please tell me they won. Ba-da-bum-ba. Oh, dang it. I'm going to have to look. Oh, no. 1 minute left to play. Condors down 7-6. Laval beat Cleveland 6-0. Ouchie. Laval's only lost 16 games all year. Holy Dinah. Have a good night, everybody. See you Wednesday. Doses.